Where's the hype right now for the USC Trojans? And when looking at this USC team, obviously they return a lot of talent, but the elephant in the room that I really want to talk about here is the return of Jaden Mavia. He completed 66% of his passes last year, threw for 3,711 yards. He had a 24-10 touchdown to interception ratio, but he also rushed for 156 yards and 6 touchdowns. So the question being asked is kind of like, what does he do well? And I always look at it like, hey, this kid, he kind of takes the approach to the quarterback position where he's really aggressive. I feel like he really likes to get the ball downfield, which can be both a blessing and a curse. But in a Lincoln Riley offense, I see it more as a blessing because of the ability for these receivers to get open. But the one thing I feel like he needs to improve on is just the improvement of decision-making and consistency of decision-making. I feel like he doesn't always need to get the ball downfield. Let's just take the check down and get the yards. So I think last year was a big kind of learning curve for him as well. I know they didn't do terrible, but I think this year he's due for kind of more of a breakout season. He has those games last year under his belt. He's going to learn from his mistakes, learn from his successes. So I'm really excited for him this year. And speaking of more successes, I want to talk about this as offensive line. All 5 starters returning, roughly 1 sack per game, allowing 1 sack per game, which is like the 14th fewest in the entire country, which is huge. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity for Mavia to get the ball out to these playmakers. And I did want to hit on the playmakers a little bit just because of the loss of Mekhi Lemon. That's going to hurt a lot just because how much of an impact of a player he was. But is it a Tanook Hines breakout season? That's the question. And I know USC recruits well, especially the receiver position, so I'm not worried about that. But who's kind of the next guy up? And I'm excited to see that in spring ball and kind of who the coaches gravitate towards that as well.